Well, the last sprint car feature race at Claremont Speedway. The inside of the front row, the man who's given so much to this sport and also got so much from it, Ron Fricke. Outside him, the man who was his student at one stage, Jamie Maiolo. Behind them in the 3 spot, Max Dumsney across from Victoria and New South Wales. Gavin Migro outside him. Gary Sartori and Ryan Farrell. Mark Wells and Pino Priolo. 20 laps, Con Migro.
Well, away we go. That's right. And it's Ron Fricke, the bumpy bullet, leading this event. Fantastic start from the Charger as he thunders down the back straight.
We've got a wheel off in turn 2.
Oh, man.
We have a wheel off in turn 2, and that is Grant Bevan, the 88 car. Well, dreadful start for poor old Grant. That's the way Speedway goes. There's a little coming together, and it just ripped the left-hand front one off altogether. So we try it again, and a full 20-lap restart. Fricke and Maiolo on the front row, Dumsney and Migro behind them.
Well, it's Ron Fricke now leads them up into the first turn for the first time in the very last feature race ever held at Claremont Speedway. Down the back straight, the bumpy bullet, dual national champion. Young Maiolo in second place, back to the former national champion. Max Dumsney in third place and Gavin Migro in fourth position. So a fantastic spectacle, a huge crowd in hand, and they are seeing some just unbelievable speedway racing. Down the back straight now, Ron Fricke now in his last sprint car feature race at Clermont, and I hope it's not his last feature race in his career, but he said he is retired, but I hope it doesn't happen.
He's given us that indication. He's got other fish to fry, so to speak, but gee whiz, he has been just fantastic, and wouldn't this be a fitting way to go out?
It would be. The motor in his car tonight was the motor that was powered Donny Shots' car all around Australia during the last Australian Sprint Car Series. So it's probably the fastest motor on the racetrack at the moment.
All right, we've got Fricke in first place. We've got Jamie Maiolo in second, Dumsney, Ryan Farrell up in the fourth, and Gavin Migro in fifth, Pino Priolo in sixth.
Yeah, great race now. Ron Fricke's getting in the traffic. This will test his mettle as the veteran driver now thunders down the main straight. Behind Phil Blackman through the Bauhaus corner they go. He drops down the concrete curb. Maiolo up in second place. Migro and Priolo battling hard together as they go down the back straight, but Ron Fricke's doing a fabulous job there. He's passed those slower cars, and now it's Jamie Maiolo's turn to get amongst them. So into the Bauhaus corner, still Ron Fricke out in front in the final feature race ever run at this world-famous Clermont venue.
Well, Fricke's doing it very well at the moment. It's up to the others. They've got to match the same challenge. Maiolo's having trouble. Dumsney's up into second.
And Dumsney's up in second place now. And Migro's driving a fantastic race. Pino Priolo's having trouble to pass him. But they thunder down the main straight now. It's Max Dumsney, the Victorian, chasing very hard. He's up in second place. Ron Fricke's out in front, but back in second place is, of course, Max Dumsney. I got tongue-tied there. In third place, I think at this stage, is Ryan Farrell, the bad boy.
Almost halfway through this 20-lap feature race, and Ron Fricke lapping in sub-15s through traffic. That's pretty damn good. Fricke comes through turn 3, past Pitts Bend once again, and halfway mark now.
Yes, the halfway mark. Out in front is Ron Fricke, second place man, Max Dumsney, third place man is Jamie Maiolo, then Ryan Farrell, then Gavin Migro, the leading of the 360 cars. So down the back straight at Claremont Speedway, and absolutely rounded up to the yellow flag come on.
Yeah, we've got a car that's turned sideways. It's the 20 car of Steve Bumback. That's in turn 4, just coming out of Pitts Bend. Now this will be good news for Ron Fricke. It's going to give him a single file, nose-to-tail restart with 10 laps to run. So a 10-lap restart. What a fantastic field. Have a look at the first few cars there. Ron Fricke, Max Dumsney, Jamie Maiolo, Ryan Farrell, Gavin Migro, Mark Wells.
Now, when the great Gary Rush retired, Max Dumsney took that race from him, David. So I wonder if Max Dumsney's got that on his mind tonight.
Well, this is Ron Fricke's track. He's really driven well so far tonight. In fact, he's driven pretty well all season. It's a question of whether Dumsney has the speed.
Yes, well, it's a fantastic car. In second place is Max Dumsney, and the yellow lights are on again. Our car up against the safety fence.
Under the scoreboard.
Yep.
Wayne Russell it was who went into the fence. He's back rear of field. 9 laps now. Ron Fricke leads them away again.
Yes, Ron Fricke now with Max Dumsney dangerously close behind him. Myola's getting a hard time from Ryan Farrell, the WA champion. They go into pits bend again, out of turn number 4, number 95. Ron Fricke back to Max Dumsney, back to Jamie Myola, Ryan Farrell, then Gavin Mygrove. So a fantastic speedway spectacle. As we've said during this broadcast, an enormous crowd on hand to witness this fabulous sport and a great show. As out in front now, there's Myola being a little bit worked over by Ryan Farrell, the WA champion. They go through Bellhouse once again. Ryan Farrell working hard, but Ron Fricke, what a sensational race this has been, and what a game it's going to finish when it'll be all over.
Absolutely, and you can't hear it over the noise of the engines, but the crowd are really cheering Fricke on.
They certainly are. A fantastic sporting spectacle. Ron Fricke's getting further away from Max Dumsney now. They have 5 laps to go at Claremont Speedway. Back to Max Dumsney, back in third place is young Myola, then Ryan Farrell, Gavin Mygrove, Pino Priolo.
And I tell you what, while all the focus is on Fricke out there, spare a thought for his pit crew. They'll be on tenterhooks now.
Yep, and there's a stoppage. Don Johnson spun.
So a 5-lap restart in the last sprint car feature race. Fricke puts on the pace early.
Yes, well, 5 laps to go. And I know the memories of his late son and late nephew are very much in his mind now as he closes. Dumsney's on the outside of him as they go through pits bend. They come out of turn number 4. 4 laps to go in the last feature race ever at Clermont. And Dumsney, that Victorian, has never won a race here. And he is stolen the march on him down the back straight. Max Dumsney is fighting hard. What a sensational race here. He scrubbed his tyres. Dumsney's won. Dumsney's taken the lead with 3 from home. Second place man is Ron Fricke. Further back in third place is Ryan Farrell. Then back to Myola, back to Gavin Mygrove. They go down in towards pits bend and coming out of turn 4. Max Dumsney, all his cars blowing the motor. That is sensational.
Oh, well, that's sad for Dumsney. Myola is into the fence.
In the fence, and
well, that'll give him a 2-lap restart. That is so sad for Max Dumsney. That really is, but gee, has fortune favoured Ron Fricke? Well, Dumsney's engine went to smoke, and at the same time, Myola just took a shunt, and the steering went under him into the fence, and that's the end of the race for Max Dumsney and for Jamie Myola. Well, a 2-lap restart, and this is a dash for honour, and for Ron Fricke, it's something very, very special. His last race here. Ryan Farrell and Gavin Mygrove behind him.
Yes, well, they go out of turn number 2 now, down the back straight. It's out in front of Ron Fricke, then back to young Ryan Farrell, Gavin Mygrove in second, third place, doing a fabulous job. A very small motor. They have 1 lap to go in the national capital speed, and Ron Fricke is going to cap off an illustrious speedway career. Magnificent performance from this great speedway veteran. Down the back straight, and it's Ron Fricke coming out of turn number 4, wins the feature race for Claremont Speedway. Second place man is Ryan Farrell, then Gavin Mygrove, Mark Wells, Pino Priolo, and the last 2 laps were done in 29.94. And David, what a way to finish a speedway feature race and Claremont Speedway's history.
Well, I know you've got a son in that race, Con, but there'd be a lot of people, and I think your son included, who certainly wouldn't deny Ron Fricke that famous final victory at this great track.
Well, you've certainly made a lot of history, Ron. You did Western Australia proud. You're twice national champion. Winning your last feature race at Clermont was a fitting way to finish your career.
I think so. I mean, this place has been so good to me over the years, and you know, to win the last race here, you know, really just gives me a huge buzz. You know, the last race at Claremont, my last race of my career, to actually get there and win, and it's great. Good on that.